Hello, my name's Steve Smith. I'm the head of the onboard camera team in Formula One. I'd just like to give you a little insight into what we do, see behind the scenes, see some of the things we're working on, some of the new technology we're using, some of the things we're trying to introduce in the future. So what you see behind us is a workshop. We install this workshop all around the world. It comes in a container. All the benches and lights, chairs, everything you see in here belongs to us. And we'll pack it up on Sunday night and ship it to the next race. Not only do we do all cameras in Formula One, but we do 11 cameras in Formula 2, 4 cameras in Formula 3, 4 cameras in the Porsche Super Cup, and 2 safety cars. So there's quite a lot of cameras out there. Here in front of us is a selection of the equipment we use. This is the main OCU camera you see on every Formula 1 car. It's a generic camera that goes on all formulas. This is a model we've made out of polycarbonate, so you can have a feel for what goes actually on inside it. This is a forward-facing camera. The picture is captured here. It's processed here into an image. It's formatted into a signal, and it's transmitted via this 10 gigahertz antenna to sites around the circuit. It works similar to a mobile phone. It goes from most circuits. There's 40 sites around the track. And so as the signal strength drops and gains, it transfers from one site to another. This is why we can get pictures in the tunnel in Monaco, because the antennas are only at 10-foot height. This is a clear film mechanism, so when you watch it on TV and you see the clear film move across and the picture goes from dirty to clean, we send a signal to this antenna, which in turn drives this motor here, drives these gears, and it pulls a film across the front. There's 2 chambers, one with the old used film and the new clear film. So the old dirty film doesn't contaminate the new clear film. This is a rear-facing camera, exactly the same principle as the forward-facing camera. It just doesn't have a clear film mechanism. This also, years ago, we used to refer to it as an on-car camera. I like to think of it now as more of an on-car computer with cameras inside it. So this also controls, obviously, the transmission of the picture, but it controls the DRS, where the rear wing opens and closes. It controls the marshalling lights around the circuit, but most importantly, it transmits all the data from the car. So when you see engineers analysing data in the garage or on the pit wall, all that information is coming from this unit. And so it's a very important piece of kit for the teams, and so that affords us a lot more access than we had previously. Here is the ERS indicator. If this lights up anything other than green, don't go anywhere near the car, because it could blow your arm off. And that's what it is. We currently have about 60 of these cameras in service. So the system is powered by this power conditioner. This power conditioner is we take the power from the car, but the power from the car goes through this system. It cleans up the signal, but it also charges this auxiliary battery. So what that means is when you see it hanging over the circuit in Monaco and places like that, it's being powered from this battery. This is the FIU. So the FIU is the main brain of the camera. This is where all the information, timing, the transmission, the encoding, all goes through this box and goes up to the roll hoop and then transmitted through this antenna here. Every car is fitted with this equipment. For the race, every car has one of these 360 cameras. Presently, we only use it post-production because the bandwidth to get the information off of the car is so large that we can't do that at the moment. We are working on it. It records into an internal memory and is powered by an internal battery. This is most of the cars you'll have seen, a picture on the side of the chassis. This is that camera. Most of the top runners have either got one of the cameras mounted on the side of the chassis or on the side of the nose. Just to give you an additional shot and a bit of insurance, should a stone chip hit the front of his camera and unusable, you've got a bit of a insurance policy. This is the helmet camera. This is new to this year. We trialled it last year on a few cars. Now, every race, 4 different drivers carry a helmet camera. This is Albon's, I believe. It's quite a nice piece of kit, though it's entrusted to us. If you can see the camera here, just on the lining. It doesn't cause the driver any issues. It's connected to our system via this connector, and it transmitted through the normal OCU. Currently, we can only use on Bell helmets, but next season, every helmet manufacturer has to have homologation, which means it's allowed to run a helmet camera, and so we'll be using everybody across the field next year. It's part and parcel of regulations, and so it's quite an exciting time. Can you imagine having Max and Lewis up at the same time? Would be fantastic footage. The pedal shot, I don't know if you saw the pedal shot this year. It's new to this year. We haven't done it for 20 years. But this is the camera that captures the pedal shot. And this is a ring light, so you get an even dispersion of light, and so the diffuser stops it from giving you a glare inside the pedal. But the pedal shot is something new. It is our intention to try and introduce something new as quickly as possible at as many races as we can, to just give people a more interactive feel. It's very difficult because when you see things on TV, other teams like Sky and people like that do features showing cameras on the car. These are normally done at tests. We do everything we do in a live environment, and so teams are very, very conscious of weight on aerodynamic penalties.